Runaways Gone Wild. All new Dr. Phil today.
He allegedly stole a car.
He stole 2 cars, led police on a high-speed chase, snuck aboard 2 separate airplanes traveling halfway around the country, and the most amazing part, he's only 9 years old.
How did you learn to drive?
By the arcade game.
Oh, boy. Did anybody say you're awfully short to be flying by yourself?
Plus,
You said, please, will you help me save my little girl's life?
a mother who found her 16-year-old runaway on Craigslist, working as a prostitute.
I'm gonna end up burying my daughter.
But there's 2 sides to every story.
I'm gonna get involved here. Don't con me.
Dr. Phil steps in to help a teen in trouble.
That may be what you did yesterday. It's not what you have to do today. Coming up. Let's do it. I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go. In 10.
Stand by, camera 6.
If you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to be honest.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
Showtime. This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Stand by, A, and roll A. Check in.
Later in the episode, we interview the characters of the great Gatsby.
Infidelity results from the falseness of the relationships. We're gonna see that between Tom, Daisy, Myrtle, and Gatsby. Tom, from where I'm standing, your relationship looks very false. Can you explain to me how, in any way, is your relationship a true, stable relationship?
Well, I think it's stable. I've known Daisy for a very long time, and Gatsby came in just recently, and Daisy and I had a stable relationship before Gatsby screwed it all up. So I think it was because of Gatsby is why it became unstable.
How, in any way, can you consider your relationship true and stable if you have a mistress on the side?
Well, it's different because Gatsby is trying to steal Daisy, while Myrtle and I are just having an affair. It's just purely for fun. While Gatsby is looking for a serious relationship with Daisy, which is 2 completely different things.
Don't you think it's fair for Gatsby to have somewhat of a relationship with Daisy? Because you initiated the infidelity between you and Myrtle.
So tell me, Dr. Phil, do you like getting chocolates?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you like giving chocolates?
No.
So doesn't that make yourself a hypocrite?
Now we have Jay Gatsby all the way from New York.
Gatsby, do you think your relationship with Daisy was a true relationship? Or do you think it was just Daisy trying to escape her false relationship with Tom?
I think I deserve Daisy because I met Daisy way before she even knew Tom, and she really never loved Tom.
How can you consider your and Daisy's relationship true when after you died, Daisy just ran away with Tom and didn't even attend your funeral?
I can think of one reason why. My close friend Wolfsheim, he never attended my funeral, I think, because he didn't want the attention, so maybe that's why she didn't want to attend my funeral. She could just escape into Tom's arm and just forget about me, so I understand her position.
Now, caught between these 2 men, we have Daisy.
So Daisy, let me ask you this. Why did you choose Tom over Gatsby? Was it because you never really loved Gatsby, or was it just a safer choice?
I chose Tom because I felt like I had a sense of security with him. I did love him at one point, but it would look really bad on my part if I divorced him now. And not to mention he is the father of my child, and so that would look bad, definitely look bad on my part.
Okay, so after you married Tom, did you start a relationship with Gatsby because you wanted to escape your loveless marriage with Tom? Or did you actually love Gatsby all along?
I wouldn't necessarily say that our marriage was loveless, but I do have to say that Gatsby was originally my first love, and you'll never forget your first love, and so, I guess it kind of brought me back to when I was younger.
Now, a huge factor in this debate. We have Myrtle to share her view on this issue.
So, Myrtle, do you think you contributed to the instability of the relationship between Gatsby and Daisy?
To a certain extent, but at the same time, their love really wasn't true.
So you felt that because their love wasn't true, Tom just tried to escape to this relationship with you. You don't feel there's any feelings between you and Tom. Is that what you're saying? It was just to escape their relationship.
It wasn't true because most of the relationship was just based on lust.
What does the audience think about this?
Oh my God, so Gatsby was like, don't go with Daisy, and then like Daisy was gonna sleep with everyone else because Daisy's such a little bit of a. Actually, never mind. Like she's kind of like a little bit of a like a holiday like surprise because she just goes with everyone like, and it's so bad because like this one time Daisy was like, don't go Gatsby, and then Gatsby went to go with Tom. I mean, it was Daisy who went with Tom, and like. Daisy was like, oh my gosh, I have two people, and Gatsby and Daisy were like, oh my gosh, it's on, like, this one's on, and then it was just so bad because Gatsby was like, he was so heartbroken, and Daisy was like, oh my gosh, it was so obvious, like, if you just tell in the way he was fighting with the Tom Buchanan, that, like, Gatsby really didn't like Tom, and Tom didn't like Gatsby back, and that's my story, thanks. So as we see today, there's cheating and infidelity. Obviously, just like in Hufflepuff, you know, they're all cheaters back there. Gatsby and Daisy, cheaters. I mean, Gatsby actually deserves to be with Daisy, not Daisy being with Tom Buchanan, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember once when Malfoy stole the Remember-All of Neville, and it was such a cheat and infidelity, and it was so false, you know? I mean, just a little thought process of Malfoy taking the Remember-All, and I remember I was like, give it here, Malfoy, knock you off your broom. And Malfoy with his little smart little British thing, is that so? And he tossed it, but that was cheating, you know. It was not his Remember-All to toss, and it was not Neville. It was Neville's Remember-All, it wasn't his. So anyways, as I was saying, Gatsby and Daisy should be together, because it's true love, you know. It's something Tom Buchanan will never understand. He doesn't understand it because he's so fed up with all his money, and he's got so much, and it's just not fair for Gatsby to even compete, you know? When is it the little guy actually gets the win, you know? I mean, I know I killed Voldemort. Spoiler. And anyways, it was unfair. But it was fair, because I deserved to kill Voldemort. But similarly, Gatsby should actually win and get Daisy in the end. Oh, Wingardium Leviosa.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so you need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
Hi, my name is Cletus Godfrey, and I'd like to say Gatsby is the son of a miner. That's what it is. Yeah, I heard from what I heard from my folks back in the county that Tom's a pretty rich fella, you know? I mean, like, I don't know really personally, but I mean, I heard that, you know, he's kind of like a... so my accent was lost somewhere, you know? I also was looking for it. So anyways, what accent is that? Yeah, so like, what accent am I doing again? Oh yeah, Western.